No Paperwork Podcast, dopest podcast cooking. We sit here with Fingers today. San Jose, man. The producer, the MMA tied cat, Fingers.
MMA, man. Shit. Okay, we're going to get into that.
Hold on.
Don't
start there.
Before we get into that, man. All right, so tell us who you are, man. Who's Fingers, man? I know you produce.
Fingers with the Bangers from Oakley, 925, Dirty Waters. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I heard your tag on a lot of stuff, man. Who you been working with? Because I know you work with a gang of motherfuckers.
Yeah.
I done work with, D-Lo, Rico Too Smooth, BFD, Lazy Boy, AWAX, Shadow, Babyface Wood, Low Key Chase a Bag. Man, there's a lot of motherfuckers. I just can't remember all of them. Oh, my boy Rollo. Shout out my boy Rollo. My boy Icy, he over there in AZ. Shout out all the homies in AZ. I got locked with them recently. Word. Of course, BFD. We got a banger called Motivation featuring Lazy Boy.
Right. I'm going up.
I'm probably missing a lot of people.
Don't need a video for
Kevin
that.
Knox, Big Tone, Ace Book, everybody.
You tied it everywhere.
Yeah, I can sit here all day. Like, ZL, D&I Mike, Southside Sue, St. Quinn, fuck everybody. Yeah, I do something for everybody.
How long you been at this?
Like 5-6 years, or let me see, about 5-6 years, maybe 7.
That's a hell of a catalog for 5 years in.
Hell yeah. Yeah. What got you started in the music?
So I was my whole life I was trying to be like a cage fighter. I did Muay Thai, Jiu-Jitsu, all that. I was getting ready for a fight. Was sparring, I got kicked.
Look out, Bill.
My left testicle, my blood vessels exploded, right? So I couldn't train. I couldn't do nothing for like 9 months to a year. I was bored.
Let's double
you feel
back.
me? Yeah.
What happened?
I got kicked. Right? I was training for a fight.
And
I got kicked. I wasn't wearing a cup that day because I'd always say fuck it. Yeah. I got boom. I'm talking about blasted. Have you ever seen a Muay Thai fight?
Of people? Well, but they didn't kick a nut out of motherfucking man.
So he was going for my leg. So basically, it went. This is my leg. My nuts are right here. It smashed him. You feel me? In between them and fucking popped my blood vessels.
Dude, that just hurts just hearing that.
Yeah,
I feel like I'll be advocating like never fighting again type of fucking shit. I'm like, no, you shouldn't do it because I'm telling you, like I whoop your ass, but this was horrible.
I didn't feel it at the time, but after I'm done sparring, I'm sitting down. All of a sudden, I started like, I'm like, oh fuck. You feel me? Kind of like I'm feeling some pain. It's feeling like on fire, bro. Running to the bathroom, put my pants down. It's like it's all full of blood. So it's like the size of like almost a small coconut, just full of blood. So I'm like, that ain't right. So instantly, I go out. Everyone's asking what's wrong. I'm like, hey, just get the fuck out of my way. I drive myself to the fucking hospital.
You were able to walk after that?
I was walking like, for me, like, I can't even show I was walking like an idiot, legs wide open.
In Trenton, have you had like fights yet? Or
I did a lot of jiu-jitsu matches, and I did smoker matches for Muay Thai.
I was
getting ready for it,
Okay.
So
got multiple issues.
How did that get you into
producing? No, hold on a minute. Fuck that. Just one more back up. How'd you even get in the fight? What made you want to get your nuts kicked out?
Let's see. When I was 14, 15 years old, I got in a fight with this dude who was a boxer, and he beat the fuck out of me. Like, he beat my ass. Like, I couldn't punch this man one time. So, maybe
that's a trophy story.
Yeah, it fucked me up. So, I'm actually cool with the dude now. Shout out my boy, like, you feel me? But I'm walking past this gym, and this dude's like, what happened to you? You feel me? And I tell him, he kind of takes me in the gym. I was like, fuck it. I start training with him. I didn't really have no money to afford it at the time, or my parents didn't want to pay for it, so I'd clean the gyms every night. And I started off boxing, and then I seen Muay Thai over there. I was like, I want to do what the fuck they're doing. Went over there, got my ass whipped, kept training, and I stuck with that shit for like 10, 12 years.
Damn.
Oh, damn. All right. Now let's get back to the producing real quick, because I want to get back to the MMA shit in a minute. But so how did getting kicked in your nuts go transfer to producing? Because that's like, that's a weird transition. Usually you get kicked in your nuts, maybe you get into medical field.
This ain't just kicked in your nuts. It's like he kicked a nut out your ass.
So I'm on my computer, I'm chilling, and I see this beat software. I kind of had a friend back in the day, so I fucked around with it here and there, like nothing crazy. My boy was hella into it.
Right.
So I was like, fuck it, I'm bored. I download that shit. I start getting hella into it, like crazy. Like, that's all. I'm the type of person, if I do something, I'm going to get obsessed with it, and I want to be the best in the world. Like, when I was training to fight, I'd trade 12 hours a day. I'd wake up before I went and did concrete. I'll go run miles, do concrete, get out of that, chill, go to the gym, work out, run to my gym, do Muay Thai for 2 hours, and do jiu-jitsu for 2 hours right after. And I was doing that every day.
It was busted down in here a little bit ago.
So once I got with music, I just did the same thing. I was just on my piano and the computer every day, 10 hours a day. And so I'm not that good at the time, and I'm making all this music at my baby mama's house, right? And my neighbor next door, I guess, hears it. He's just OG. He's probably like 60 years old at the time. He played jazz and all these, but I go outside and he's like, hey, what's up? And mind you, I lived next to this dude for years, never talked to him a day in my life. He's like, what's up, youngster? Let me holler at you.
Wow.
I'm like, all right. He's like, come in the house with me real fast. So I'm kind of looking like,
Uh-oh.
you know what I mean? So we go back there, we go in there, and then fucking, he got
I've seen this movie before.
Yeah.
Hold on.
So we go in there, and he's got pianos, all this stuff. Like, he's a musician, a real, like, knows music theory, knows everything about music. So we sit there, and he starts teaching me some stuff, and then he says, anything that I want to know, he's going to teach me. So he gave me a time the next day. I was there bright and early, notepad. And he started teaching me every day for probably like, I say a year or two. And then from there, I was introduced to Kev Knox. And so Kev Knox gave me a lot of game.
Oh, okay, yeah, Kev
so that's
Knox.
why.
He's a staple in Northern California, man. He done shit for hella people. Big Tone, Woody, like, you know what I mean? Big Knox, he the man. So he gave you hella game?
Hella game. He gave me a lot of game. And that's why I feel like that, you know, that old school Woody sound incorporated in my beats with Lazy Boy. If you really listen, you can kind of hear the vibe. You feel me?
Right.
What?
Dang.
Yeah.
Man, I'm just stuck on that getting kicked in the nuts, man. That shit is horrible.
It wasn't fun.
But the way you said it, you said almost like a surgical term real quick that maybe could pass by.
Yeah, that shit popped.
What?
Yeah.
You was fighting. You're like, I got whooped up. I walked by a joint. Like, come here, yo.
Yeah.
And then, damn.
Fell in love with it.
So,
And then, so I'm actually going back to training soon. I train with Dan Black, so shout out Team Black. I know Q from Backpack Boys. He's connected to him on the fight and stuff.
I just remember I keep trying to get to the bow hunt thing.
Yeah.
And I keep losing it. And there's the cat. Was it Money Mendez?
Okay.
You know who that is? MMA cat. I can't remember the motherfucking name. I thought it was something like that, right? But he's out there with a bow and arrow. And never have no filters. Unfortunately, my boy's like, I think that's a MMA guy. I'm like, really? You just get beat up? Because he was like kind of swell up a little bit. And I'm a dick kind of. And he walks up, I'm like, what's up, man? You ever win a fight? Never met in my life. Probably the wrong shit to say. He's a pretty tough guy. He's like, what? I was like, nah, this kid, man, we shooting. And so this particular place where you practice shooting bows at, that's why I keep forgetting earlier. We did a whole course together. He was a dope motherfucker, MMA guy. I'm like, man, you want to hunt later or whatever? He's like, yeah, sure. Hell nah. This fool really do that shit big dogging, but yeah. That's why I couldn't remember when we mentioned MMA earlier. I'm like, I keep bringing a bow hunting. We keep getting every conversation. I keep losing it. That's what it was.
Okay. I got to go bow hunting with you. I'm interested.
Dude, shit change your life. Same in adrenaline. If you get that adrenaline flow like a warrior or like a fighter, hunting do that to you. And they'll flush you like.
Yeah, you feel alive for that
it's
moment.
It's crazy. I used to only have that. There are real bad situations. And so I was like seeing that with like bad. And then when I hunted though, and I got it, I was like, oh, hell no. I don't want nobody to see me have this because I only had that before on bad news. So he was like, nah, it's cool. You can have that adrenaline. I'm like, for real? Killed the next motherfucking deer. I was like, whoo! I let that flow go. I'm like, I'm a dick. You couldn't stop me now.
You feel like you're like a warrior.
It's just crazy, man. Yeah. That's what it was, though.
So you still do MMA?
I fell off. I bounced back recently a while ago, but I was sparring. And somebody next to me, this big ass Mexican Samoan's like 6'3", was sparring next to me, and one of them got dropped, and he fell on my leg, so he fucked my leg up. And mind you, before that, I ain't trained in like 5 years, so I was just getting back. But my leg's 100 now, so I'm supposed to go see Dan Black probably like this week, you know, because I got a lot of my time on my hands.
This is real awkward shit that he's happening to you physically, man. You should fight, man. Maybe you should like manage a team or something.
This shit broken. I broke this hand hella times. Broke my foot. I broke my arm.
Damn.
I broke my nose like 3 times. That's why my nose is all fucked up.
I just fought Earth 2 days ago. I'm busted up. Well, I fell, but whatever. I fought Earth.
Yeah.
So what do you enjoy doing more, music or MMA?
Music. I fell in love with music. I like music. I love MMA though, but just music is just more. I don't gotta worry about getting injured because that shit would take me back a lot, especially when I was like working or doing things. I'd get injured, and I was doing construction at the time, so then I wouldn't be able to work. You know what I mean? I was doing, and I wasn't. You feel me? It was like under the hand to hand money, so it's like.
So what was the first keyboard you used?
Probably M Audio.
Okay, and you just used a computer program? What program?
I use FL Studio.
Okay.
Yeah.
A lot of people use FL Studio.
That's the best one. If you ain't using FL Studio, I can't even fuck with you or make no beats with you because.
You ever use like any control boards like the MPC or anything?
Nah, I fucked around with them, but that's not really like that's a lot of samplers use that. But like when I sample beats, if people don't notice, it's like I'll play the actual melody. Like I got a couple where I sampled with Lazy, but I didn't take nothing to sample. I didn't take nothing out of the original song. I sat there and I figured out how to actually play it on the piano. Yeah. And then I replayed it myself. But I feel like it gave me more control over how to make,
that's the best shit.
The beat.
Yeah. Because the people sample a lot of shit, right? Because I used to make beats back in the day, and my boy Black Rhino, man, he just made beats tremendously, like super knock and shit, like and he learned everything. He does it by ear. So I was like, man, I can't. There's no way I can do what he does. So I just let him do it on R.I.P. Black Rhino. You know, rest in peace now. But that motherfucker was a genius. So I respect people that can play it by ear. You know what I mean? Like that shit's hard to do.
No, for sure.
I mean, you could learn that shit. That's dope. Man.
Yeah, I was always cool by ear, and then how I got even better, I actually learned like the music theory. So it's like the language of music. There's like certain keys and notes that are all gonna go together. Yeah. And now that I know those, it's like I could kind of have a better sense of like how I want to make my sound.
And you play chords and shit too?
Yeah, chords, everything. Because I sit there and I can memorize every single scale in my head. There's like 24, and there's like there's like another 24 that are like these weird melodic or like other country scales that they use, but I remember every single one in my head.
And you two-handed?
Yeah, two-handed.
Because I'm a one-finger bandit on the keyboard. I'll be like,
ambidextrous.
You know what I mean? Like I could play the piano, I could play some shit on the piano, dude. But like, most of the time I'm just like, bing, 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 bing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so if you could do that, that's talent in itself.
For sure,
you know
for
what
sure.
I mean?
And then if I do sample, normally my boy Buddha, shout out Buddha, he's really good at sampling because I had times where I do want to make a sample beat where I actually take that and I just go to him, he'll chop it up, lay it out for me, and then I go do my thing.
Yeah, damn. And so you've been in this game, what'd you say, 5 years?
Like 5 to 7 years. I can't say the exact amount, but anywhere from 5 to 7 years. I didn't start doing this shit till I was like 26.
What was the first beat that you got played, like where it got played, it got rotation and shit?
Rotation, let me see.
Like not on radio, I'm just saying where people were listening to.
Probably Young Chop. Young Chop was like the first artist that I really like worked with that had some type of like buzz going on.
Okay.
And like I remember I was doing beats and I was all excited. I seen Young Chop was in my town, so I was like, bro, I'm gonna tap in. I'm gonna try to make something happen. So I call him, or I hit him on Instagram, and I say I want like 5 shirts. Can you pull up right here? Bro, I'm outside. Me and my boy outside. We take the studio with the speaker. I just slap it right outside in front of the house. We got a little table set up. So he pulls up. We got a knock, and he's like, "Hey, what's that?" I was like, "Oh, bro, I make beats. Let's work. Let's fuck around." And then that's how we got locked in.
If Murders get set up that way, he's like, "Watch this."
Right.
Yeah. Before that,
and then music out there.
At the time too, I was just working with my boy Rollo about that. So shout out that man right there. And then once I met Chop, it fucking I think I got locked in with D-Lo through him, and then Lazy, when I met Lazy though, it changed my life for sure with the music.
Oh yeah,
man, I'm pretty sure he was saying that shit earlier to me too in the background. Yeah. Like, man, I met this motherfucker.
Yeah, and he actually before even we were doing music, we just became good as friends. I remember the first time I talked to him on the phone because we had a mutual person that introduced us. You feel me? And I talked to him on the phone for the first time I ever spoke to him for like an hour and a half, like 2 hours. We were on the phone for hell long. We just hella clicked, and then fucking he ended up coming by. And we just vibe. I started recording shit for him, and then we just became like, before even the music shit, like that was just like my boy. Like I just, you feel me? I've been in the studio with other people, and even though I'm like cool with them, it's like we just don't vibe how like me and him vibe. Like we go to the studio, sometimes we don't even plan on making music. We're just be like, we're just gonna kick it. If we make music, we make music. If we don't, we don't. It's whatever.
That's dope. That's a good chemistry.
And when you say something like, you know, we can talk on the phone for an hour. Like if people don't know or get what I'm old. There's 2 motherfuckers I know that I can talk to for a while on the phone. I hate talking on the phone.
Yeah.
One of them a lifelong friend since childhood. The other one this fool. I ain't know this fool 2-3 years ago. We can get a conversation, be an hour later, like, man, get the fuck off this phone. Let's go.
Real shit.
It's just some people, you know, I got the other homie like, hey, I went to Vegas. It was a 9-hour trip. He got beat in the bins. We ain't turned out once. Yeah. Chatting like that. Like, when you vibe with a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And you work with that person too. So.
And it don't feel like cause I know I go to certain studio sessions people invite me to, and it's like a time limit. So they hella want to make a song. It's like it makes it like not fun, but like with me and him, we're just kicking it. If we just end up making a song or a beat, we do it. Cause I hate to be in a room where like I feel like I'm forced to make music. If I go to the studio, I'm gonna go there and chill. And if something happens, it happens. If I don't feel like doing it, then I'm not gonna do it. Cause whatever I do, it has to be the best. Like I'm not gonna put out no bullshit.
Quality control.
Yeah.
No, that's dope. A lot of people don't care. They're out for the bag, right? They just want to get the money and shit cut. Like fuck it, go ahead, take it. You know what I mean? I was telling Fats this shit too. Like, man, like a real producer will not just make the beat, but make the song, right? Because you'll add the breakdowns in where they're supposed to be after the rapping. You know what I mean? They'll add a bridge in there. They'll break down the hook differently. You know what I mean? But not just 16/8, 16/8. You know, you want to go around it. Like if there's a certain spot where the dude kind of like chops it up, where he switches his flow, you want to make the beat. You know, chop up the beat and make the beat around that flow. You know what I mean? And that's something that, you know, like real producers do. You know what I mean? Not just, oh, here's 316, give me my money. You know what I mean? When you vibe in the studio like that, man, that's fucking great.
Art. So
I feel like the drops and all that is everything, because sometimes you got to take away sounds. You got to like build anticipation. Motherfuckers put too much sounds, but I'm already.
If you don't want to produce it, you want to make it the best shit you could possibly put out with whatever this motherfucker gave you.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, if you just that kind of situation. If you ain't just taking everybody's work, they're like, nah, I'm cool. I'm kind of exclusive. You got to be kind of with it.
And even that day, like, you know how Lazy's exclusive? Not everybody's rap. There's a lot of people that can't get a hold of my beats, because I've turned down people trying to buy my beats many times because I don't really care. I want my shit to be like really like the hardest people are rapping. Or like everybody's not gonna just have my beat. Like when you think of DJ Mustard, ain't everybody just have no DJ Mustard beat. So that's how I do it with mine.
That's real. That's exclusive shit, bro.
How Lazy was saying he'd be exclusive that way. Like that's smart.
I got it from watching him.
Yeah, for real.
So do you rap?
And
too?
then you up your
I rap too. I got into that because I used to rap over because I was putting too many sounds, like too much stuff. So I was like, fuck, like I got to figure out like
real critical,
you know, because the voice is an instrument. So I started like just mumbling over my beats and stuff, and then I just started rapping one day. But I like the rapping, but beats is really my thing.
Yeah.
You know, but I do that sometimes if I get tired of making beats and I want to do some work. I'm like, fuck it, I'll just rap. You feel me? Just that way I'm doing something like constructive.
Right. Okay.
That's what I said about beats. Like they don't really have an end game. If you make beats, like you could really that could be a beat that you never finish in your life.
Yeah,
It's just the thing about making art. But all the rest of this arts you've been included in. They have an end game. I whooped you or whatever the case. Like, so beats, naturally, wow, like it's your freedom, whatever you want. You win when you want.
Exactly.
Trophy, all right, brother, appreciate you, man.
Yeah, but so how has MMA helped you with music?
Worth ethic, because you know when I was doing that, I wanted to be the best, so I would train for like. I'll go into the gym like 4 times a day. So with the beats, when I first, I mean, obviously I don't maybe like sit there and practice as much as I should or like I used to. But when I first got into that, I would literally sit there on my piano and keyboard for 8 to 10 hours a day because I knew I had to put what they say is 10,000 hours to be the best at something.
Right. Someone said that.
So I knew I had to put the hours in. I think it was like Michael Jordan or one of the basketball players I heard say that. So
Kobe Bryant or something. Yeah, I heard that too. Yeah.
So I made sure I was like, well, fuck, I'm trying to do this in the quickest time possible because I know all these people doing music since they were like 15, 14, and I'm just 26. I'm a grown man.
Again, your plan of attack was just to win, even if it was matching what the average Joe go or doubling that. Like, I'm going that way.
Yeah, I'm going to go all the way.
That's incredible drive. People don't be having that shit no more, man. Yeah. You know, for real. And give some motherfucking human 2 excuses to not do it, they won't do it.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you probably one of the ones who be like, excuse, I can wait for me.
I would set it up. I would set up my day. I'll be there the night before. I was just hustling at that point. I don't think I was working no more. So I'll wake up in the morning. And I had a whole plan on a notebook. Like I'm gonna practice these scales for an hour. Then I'm gonna go do these chords. And I'm gonna practice making beats.
Hold on. I'm just gonna suck. Sorry, I'm gonna cut you off. Did you say you planned it on a notebook?
Yeah, on a notebook.
Okay. Once again, I mentioned this before in some of our shit. People that write down, they map their plan. They really seem to get that. They really seem to get that to happen, man. Right. That is crazy.
Yeah, I put every detail from like when I was gonna go eat my lunch, go take a break, or go like play with my kids, or do something to give myself a break, and I'll just map out the whole day, and I'll just stick to that. And then obviously now I don't have to do that as much because I I got my skills right, but I still put a lot of work in. But it's not like no 10-hour a day thing no more. Yeah. Well, I actually should get back on that, especially with all the stuff going on right now. I want to elevate even more. So
that's great.
Besides getting kicked in your nuts, all right, like what's the craziest story that you have in MMA?
Like, how can you have one crazier than that?
That's probably the craziest one.
What, you lose one?
Like that's
for sure the craziest one.
Yeah, that's the craziest one.
I don't think anything can top that.
How many fights you've been in? You've been in professional fights?
No professional. I was trying to. I had a lot of injuries. I had a lot of injuries actually. I was fighting for Giovanni Carnation, so we had Guerrilla Squad at the time. And my partner at the time would always get fights, and every time I would go get ready for a fight, I did like smokers and shit, and I did hella jiu-jitsu competitions. All my jiu-jitsu competitions, I got first place. But I would always get injured. I had my nuts, I broke my arm, I broke my eye socket. Hella shit would always stop me from actually like taking the next step. And that's why when that last one happened, I found beats. I was like, bro, fuck this shit. I'm doing this. Like, I can't even get a fight. I'm not even elevating at this shit. I'm just standing in the same place, and I'm seeing all like Team Black. We got a lot of champions, a lot of winners. I'm seeing all my boys that train with, they're doing shit, and I'm just like in the same spot.
Damn.
Powers of people trying to stop you.
Yeah,
How about bust your eye then? Nah.
Yeah.
How about bust your little arm? So, all right. Pow! Kick your nut out your ass. You're like, fuck it, you know what, music, you're right. Music it is, man.
I got to be pretty successful with the grappling though, doing all my tournaments.
crazy.
But the Muay Thai was just, I don't know, something was stopping me.
So then, like, when you sell a beat and someone owes you money and shit, like,
oh, hell no.
it's a rap, right?
Yeah, it's a rap, yeah.
Like, hold on, man.
What you gonna do? He's like,
I'm getting publishing for sure.
So one thing I want to ask you, man, because there's you know, I've dealt with a lot of producers, right? And a lot of producers, more than a few, they recycle their beats and shit. Like, how do you avoid recycling your beats?
He's exclusive.
Well, if you're not paying for it and I send it to you, you know, and using it a certain amount of like months, then I'm just gonna send it to the next person. If you're paying for it, then obviously it's yours and I'm never gonna touch it. But like if I send it to somebody and this 3 to 6 months goes by, I'm gonna text. But I normally would text them and be like, "Hey, did you use this? Because if not, I'm gonna send it out." And if they said they didn't use it and they're cool with it, then I'll send it to the next person. But I at least try to inform them, that way nobody's mad at me or has any hard feelings.
Well, if they ain't pay for it, it's not their beat, right?
Exactly.
So I seen that too, right? Because dealing with my boy being Black Rhino, he's a producer. Like, a lot, he'll give motherfuckers beats. Like, here, choose one of these, and they won't pay for it. Next thing you know, they have it on their shit, and he's like, nope.
Damn.
It ain't yours. I'm selling that shit because you never paid for it. Then they come back like, why you sell my beat? Because you never paid for it. It's not your beat until you pay for it.
Yeah.
So you get a lot of that shit?
Normally if I send a beat out, I'm just giving it to him and I'm trying to like, but I probably believe in you, so I'm looking for the back end. I'm looking for publishing.
Oh, okay.
And
so
shout out,
you got all your publishing right?
yeah, through Max Perry.
Okay.
So he gets me a cool little check every couple months, and
Yeah.
then I get some shit from my distribution through my music. Because I started doing when I was making beats, I was like, damn, I started seeing DJ Khaled, so I was like, fuck, I want to be like him. He's not even rapping, and you know, those are his songs. So that's when I started putting out the Fangaz with the Bangers, and I started getting everyone that I knew. I'd be like, hey, bro, I got you these beats, but I need a verse, and then I put everybody together. I haven't made one in a while, but I'm working on a new one coming soon called Everything Red.
Oh, okay.
And I'm gonna get everybody on it.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So how do you put those together? Like, what's the process of it? Is it just are you picking out the beats, or you having them pick out which beat you want? Like,
I'll normally pick out the beats what I want, but how I do is I'll pull up when I'm at the studio with them. I'm giving them a beat, and I was like, hey, you know what? Just take that. I'm gonna get my publishing, but
and then you got another one.
Yeah, I got a beat for you. Let me get a verse. Right, and then a lot of times once I get like, let's say I got it right now, I'm sitting on an MP Neal verse, or I got a bunch of A-Wax verse. But now if I got them, it's more than send it because somebody's just gonna want to get on song and be like, hey, look, I'm working on this. I got Wax on it. About to get lazy. Like, you're trying to jump on it.
Right.
And a lot of times they're gonna say yeah because they know I'm gonna do a video. It's gonna be big. Yeah.
So how do you get your inspiration for beats? Like, where do your beats come from? Do you listen to a lot of like oldies and shit? A lot of like where do you get like, you know, to make the beats? Because that's one thing I've been like, you know, trying to figure out, like trying to get inspiration to make music and shit. So where does yours come from?
I listen to everything. I listen to country music. I listen to metal. I listen to hip hop, funk music, oldies. Like, I literally like, the only thing I really don't like is heavy metal. But other than that, I listen to random. I listen to R&B, whatever. Like, and I just listen to the sounds. A lot of times I just sit there and listen to the beat. As far as inspiration, if I don't have any inspiration, then I'm going to just sit there and I'm gonna look up how to play a song. I'm going to learn the keys. I'm going to just play around on the piano, and I'm not going to try to make a beat until I feel like I got something. Like, it's crazy. Like, it's some like when I really make a dope beat, it's like something just takes over my body, and for some reason I'll just sit there on that keyboard. I'll make that shit in like 15 minutes. If it's not coming out right away, then like I'm just going to practice. Like Out the Mud, I made Out the Mud in like 12 minutes because I remember I was with somebody and they never seen me make a beat. And I was like, fuck it, I'll show you. For some reason, I don't know, I had it in me that day. Like, I had that feeling. I sat down there, I knocked it out like 12 minutes, like whole beat, mixed, mastered, organized in 12 minutes.
Yeah.
But like, if it doesn't come out like that, if I'm not making a beat in like 10 to 20 minutes, then like, that means I'm not feeling it. Yeah, I'm gonna go practice, or I'll just be like, you know what, I'm just sit here and just play on the piano. But whenever it comes, something just takes over me, and it just happens. Like,
so what advice can you give to like aspiring producers, like people that are trying to get in the game and shit? Like, what can you tell them to help them out? Like, it can be technical, it can be business.
Shit, learn music theory, learn the keys. Yeah, definitely don't get kicked in your nuts. And you know, find a artist that you really click with. Because at the end of the day, if you don't click with them and vibe with them, then it's kind of fake. Like, when you're in the studio, it's not. You're gonna get. When everybody's on the same like frequency and we all vibing and we're locked in with each other, it just comes out better. It's more authentic and it's real, you know.
Art feel different.
Yeah, so you just gotta find those people that you click with and then fuck with them and just stay rocking with them and then make a sound and you know, build a sound with that artist.
And like a lot of people don't really know about the publishing part of it. I mean, can you explain a little bit about it? Because I mean, I know the publishing game a little bit, but I know a lot of people like out in the world, like people making beats are like, what's publishing? Like, so it's very important for artists and producers.
So they got distribution, and then there's publishing, and then publishing is like, I don't know exactly how it works. You get paid, but I know that I own half of everything that I send out. Yeah. So I normally like, let's say if you don't have Max Perry like I do, because he's gonna collect all your stuff, and I get a check every 3 months. But you could always go through. I think they got Sound ID or no, what is it?
Sound Exchange.
Sound Exchange.
BMI, ASCAP.
Yeah, you gotta make those, and you lock them with them. But I lock it in with Max Perry because I don't have to do anything, and he makes sure it's done right, and also he sends everything out to like movies, whatever, commercials, whatever. He's trying to get your shit and everything.
Protect your hand a little.
Yeah.
Oh.
And who distributes your music, your albums and shit?
CD Baby.
Oh, okay. So you go through them? Yeah, I went through there.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, I got DistroKid, CD Baby. I got an Empire account. I've had it in everything. Like sometimes I just go around clicking my account, seeing if I got money. I'll be like, oh shit, I got $100 DistroKid.
Bro, that's how I do it.
Here, fucking a 500 check from Empire, and then fucking randomly I'll check my shit and it'll be like a band or 1,500 from fucking Max Perry.
Oh shit, and that's dope, right? But a lot of people don't get their publishing; they just go off of like the splits, you know what I mean, or whatever it is as far as distribution. But distribution is only it's only a part of the money, right? There's money out there for like if your shit gets played on on the radio, like at a ball game, it could be a minor league game. Yeah, if they just play a snippet of your shit, you're owed a check. You know what I mean? I got publishing, I got checks coming in. They're small checks, but they're checks coming in from songs I did like 10, 15 years ago and shit. I'm like, oh shit.
That shit adds up.
Yeah, it all adds up. The more you got, the more you should get. And that's
because so many, what we gonna call a victim at this point, rappers or producers don't know nothing and don't get shit.
Right.
And put in hella time and put their own money up.
When I first was doing it, I was just doing everything for free for everybody. I'll record people for free. I'll do all my studio sessions for free. I just wanted to lock in with everybody.
So you engineer too?
Yeah, engineer.
Okay.
I taught myself how to do it just because I had an artist that wanted to rap, and I was making beats, and I was like, fuck it, we couldn't find nobody that was good like that. So I was like, I'm just going to do it myself. So I just bought the programs. I went on YouTube, and then I started contacting a bunch of engineers that I knew, and I was like, hey, I'm just gonna give you $100. Can I pull up for like 2 hours and just see what you do, how you do? I'm gonna bring a rapper and just learn off you.
That's dope. That's how you do it. See, back in the day, we didn't have YouTube to go and learn how to do shit, so I had to figure that shit out by myself. And I'm hella pissed because now it's like, man, I can't. I try to figure it out myself. Someone says just YouTube, and I'm looking. I'm like, fuck. There's like 20 videos of the same shit.
They really got everything on YouTube. You can learn how to do whatever on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm old school though. I try to figure shit out myself, but it don't work.
That's still the best way. Like you go learn that on there, and then you just gotta play with it.
Yeah. So what was like your biggest like setback in the music game, or your biggest negative of the music game?
Have you even had one yet? Because you drive a little different.
What was that?
Have you even had a setback yet? Because you drive a little different. I mean, not the fighting shit. We got that one.
Shit, I mean, I had a couple of setbacks, but I can't really like speak on it. You know what I mean? I got something I can.
It's all good.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
But
what's the biggest wins?
Biggest wins? Meeting Lazy Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the day I met Lazy Boy.
Y'all got a real relationship. Y'all link it up and like you're cool.
He just puts me on with a lot of opportunities, and a lot of his music actually it puts money in my pockets, but makes me be able to buy shit for my kids or just survive. I ain't like no millionaire by far. I'm not rich off this shit, but like it brings me money.
You went to No Jumper with him?
Yeah.
How was that experience?
Oh, that was cool. It was real cool. Like it was crazy just seeing Adam. I was just like, damn, I'm really like at No Jumper. I've seen this shit for years.
Why? Because he like taller, does porn, or like his old ladies good looking with nice titties.
It's more the fact that I see all the rappers, the producers, everybody that we want to be in their position, and they're all on that shit.
Right? No, I get it because he's a big face in the.
But nobody said it was cool to chop it up. Like it was cool to chop it up with this cat. He's dope. Like everyone's like it was cool to see him. Because he's exclusive. He walked in, boom, right? Like,
he walked in.
Boom, and
he got straight to it.
So exclusive, how y'all say he be doing how you're moving, great. It does something. Me, I kind of grew up, there was a lot of stars around kind of. And I'm like, I ain't doing that. I see them run up, And what do you know? Later on, they're like, sup. Now we chilling, we smoking, we're cool action now.
Yeah.
Well, what I understand is Adam actually came up to each one of you and introduced himself and shook your hand, right?
After the interview, he came up and he talked to everybody.
And then weird.
Yeah, so he like just popped up. Like he was in his office. We got there. We already knew he was in his office. And then he didn't come out to the moment it was ready to handle business. He walked right by, kind of went, said hi to everybody, sat down. He said, no jumper pot or whatever, just started it off.
Damn, so it was quick, no interaction.
Yeah, no interaction. He just met him for the first time. He just got straight to it.
Like the Wizard of Oz.
That's dope, because like, you know.
Secret like Santa.
Yeah, with us, we kind of like chop it up at first and be cool and try to, you know what I mean? Try to meet and try, you know what I mean? Just break the ice and shit.
Yeah, he didn't do none of that. He got straight to business.
Right,
20 minutes of hanging out with somebody, you damn to be friends if you really kind of some cool motherfucker, you know. I ain't met no assholes yet, you know what I'm saying, doing this thing.
So what was your thoughts going out there, man? We asked Lazy Boy his thoughts about going out there and shit. What was your mind state? Like, how was that going out to no jumper and shit? Because, you know, it's a big thing. It's a controversial thing, which it shouldn't be, but it is. You know what I mean?
I knew everything was going to be different after. I knew that for sure.
Yeah.
You know, especially him being the first Northerner on there, I knew people were going to make more of a big deal about it than, like, you know, if someone else were to go on there.
Right. And y'all saw it reflected.
Yeah, so I already knew. I was like, after that happens, I felt like everything was up from there. So I started, like, you know, beforehand, I'm getting ready. I'm making more beats. I'm doing all a bunch of stuff. I'm telling them, like, hey, we got to be ready because right after this shit, like, we can't be going slow, like, you know, because we kind of been taking it easy. We drop songs here and there. We're like, we got to, like, really, like, take it up a notch.
Yeah, no, I mean, and it did, like, so you seen a jump in your numbers, too.
Oh, yeah, even on my YouTube channel, like, I think I was getting, like, 2,500 every, like, 48 hours. Now it's like a 3,000 or 4,000.
Okay, yeah. So just him going up there, like it put everybody in a better position. Just Lazy Boy kicking it off, right?
Yeah, definitely.
And like he said himself, like, you know, that he felt like he had to do it for everybody, and he did. You know what I mean? He kind of put the homies on his shoulders by doing that. You know what I mean? Which
big platform.
Dude, it helped me out. And I just barely met Lazy Boy today. You know what I mean?
So I guess you know, jump for
face,
that, right? Big platform.
Face, yeah. So I mean, with that afterwards, and you know, the drive home and shit, I want to ask you the same thing as him. Like, how was that after on the drive home? Like, what were you guys thinking afterwards? Did you know it was gonna make the impact that it did?
Oh no, it kicked my
I knew
nuts.
it. I knew it. I think Lazy for sure. Like, you know, he thought it was gonna do something, but I think I already thought, like, I already knew it was gonna do more than he thought. Like, I was like, I kept telling him, like, bro, this is gonna be big. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the ride home, I was more just sitting there plotting on, like, all right, what's my next move? Like, we already did that, so, like, what's next? I'm not gonna sit here and think about it forever. I'm ready. What's next?
And did you get any backlash from like the Southerners and shit?
Not like him. I got some, but like he's getting most of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We in the face of something, you know.
So, what do you think about that whole shit with like the controversy with Lazy Boy just going up there? Like, I mean, what's your take on it?
It's bullshit because I think they shouldn't give a fuck about that. He's just going to do an interview. It's not like he's going over there like rolling around the area starting shit. You know what I mean?
It's not, you want my take real quick? Like, look, man. Like, let somebody like fuck your kids up.
Yeah.
You know, your people like your house. If you fuck someone in my house up, I had no qualms with driving 8 hours to find you whatsoever, right? But this shit ain't gotta be like we get stop. Motherfuckers go down there. It's a business. It's a giant area of business. There ain't nobody down there rolling through in there, but that shit's weird.
Yeah.
But I get everybody got to jump on something, ride on something, clout on something, get to move on something. All right, but
plus we've been out there when we was with the Backpack Boys and all that. We was already out there like.
Oh, so you've been to the Backpack Boys events?
Yeah. I was pulling up to LA all the time. I shot a video. Me and Ben shot a video in LA. I went out there to a couple of Backpack Boy events.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and
it was always cool.
Went up there too and shit. So, I mean, what'd you think about Ben's interview?
I think it was good too. I liked it for sure. Yeah,
he
for
went
sure.
off.
Ben's like old school hyphy in the soul. He a little different.
Shout out to Ben.
His music be heavy
though. Shout out Ben.
He said
he
it really beat the brakes off of Lefty Swifty Blue Gunplay. Whatever. What do you call him? Lefty Blue and Swifty Gunplay.
I believe that for sure.
You said I ain't clean the rims, like, so old school hood shit in Northern California, like, you'll have motherfucker clean your rims.
Yeah.
They used to have, that's real shit.
Yeah.
That was cold. I was like, ooh.
That sounds like some Oakland game. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
shit.
man, I'll beat your ass and have you break, clean my rims. You look like one of them tweakers.
It used to really be like that. You ain't got no weed, no money. Like, I give you $20, get half the zip. Clean the rims. Man, these little pricks be down there happy to clean the shit.
Yeah.
But shit. Right now too, I'm just trying to think how we can take it to the next level because I don't know. I'm just ready for the next move. I want this to elevate. Like I don't. I just every time we bust a move, I forget about it. I'm like, all right, what's next? Like,
well, I think, what you got in your plot to go somewhere else? Any new like artists is bigger?
Right now, it's just we're gonna start collabing with more artists than we used to.
Yeah.
I can't really say the names, but we got some people out there. There's some heavyweights, you know.
Well, I think what Lazy Boy and Bands did was like it brought a lot of unity to Northern California, because a lot of homies that didn't really know each other, wouldn't really work with each other normally, man, they were able to get together and, you know, were able to collab more and shit. So I think that brought like a little form of unity with Northern California, because you start seeing all these fools talking shit, you know, throwing their disses and shit, and a lot of homies is like, man, fuck that. Fuck these fools.
You know, think about it. I was in the lab one day, and you and a bunch of other cats piled in, and all of a sudden, here comes Unity into existence on the spot. I'm like, oh.
Right, the video.
You know that sounds
like
crazy.
I had no idea. I was here for something different, but whatever, man.
Right, but
you guys
that brought a lot. You know what I mean?
It was
like,
dope, man.
And it brought it, like, you know, it brought a lot of people, like, even to this podcast. You know what I mean? They brought people here because we're trying to get people's voices out. You know what I mean? Because you got all these other Southerners and shit, and they speaking their rah-rah and whatever. Right. And so we come over here, we trying to. Now we speaking our side. You know what I mean? You can talk all the bullshit and lies you want, but we gonna clean it up.
It's not even biased over here. It's just up here don't have no angle. Here's a mic.
They didn't know about us before, and now they do. Because I'm even peeping like all these reaction videos from like dudes from New York or down south, and they're watching all of our videos. And then when I started seeing that, I ain't gonna lie, I shouted out some of the other homies and got them on the podcast. I was blowing up the things. I was like, hey, do a Red Team by 7 Letter Sav, or do this or do this. And then I started seeing them do all that. And now they're just like diving deep into all that north and south and checking out all the music. And I'm seeing on hella vlogs, and there's a lot of reaction videos out there.
Opposition sell. Like, again, back to Chicago real quick. That shit sell, man. Oh, is it gonna get bad? What are they gonna do next?
Yeah, definitely.
So what city are you from?
So I'm from Oakley.
Oh, okay.
925, 30.
Right next door too.
But I've lived in every city in that county for sure. Like, you know.
Okay. Yeah, shout out 925, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. Shout out my nigga Joe Bob for showing all the homies back there.
Yeah, Joe Bob from the mob, man. I love my dude, man.
Yeah. That's one of my best friends right there.
Yeah.
Hey, that fool right there, he like he funny. He a comedian, but he'll whoop your ass.
Oh, for sure.
That motherfucker ain't no joke. Like he a comedian, but he ain't no joke.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
And he definitely opened a lot of doors for me, because like normally if I go somewhere, I'm not the person sitting there trying to talk to everybody.
Like
He is.
You keep a mug on your face. They said Lazy was like, man, mention his mug.
Yeah.
You keep a mug on your face.
It's not even a time. I don't even try to look like that. Yeah,
you keep it a mug. I got a weird thing with it too. The kids always say, I'm like, well, it keeps the idiots away. You know
I'm not even like intentionally doing that. Like, I don't know if I feel like I get deep in my thoughts or something. And I don't know. I'm probably thinking about some shit.
Well, if motherfuckers are intimidated, that's just the insecurity within them. You know what I mean? So, I mean, shit, you can think what you want. I'm mugging, I'm not mugging, dude. You know what I mean? If you got a problem, say something. You know what I mean? I mean, some of the hardest motherfuckers I know or thought, you know, they ended up being the biggest cowards. You know what I mean? And vice versa. Some of the goofiest motherfuckers I know ended up being some of the downest, loyalist, realest motherfuckers I know. You know what I mean? So you never know. You can't judge a book by its covers. And, you know, sometimes you just got to reach out and talk to people. You know what I mean?
If you talk to me, I'm going to talk back. Yeah.
You can find out who a person is by talking to them. You can't really judge a book by its cover. You know what I mean? Yeah. Well, there's some people that are good at hiding their
I unfortunately believe people are just dumb as fuck.
Yeah, like, some people are.
Nobody I know is really dumb. Nobody I ever met up with is dumb, but fuck around, walk outside and talk to 5 people. A couple of them dumb motherfuckers, man. They don't get nothing. I'm just like,
I mean, I feel like half the time I'm just in my head plotting on just like my future or what I'm trying to make happen. Yeah, so I'm probably like, when I'm not mad. I'm thinking. I'm just like, all right, what am I to do? Like, you feel me? What's next? Like,
so what is next for you?
Next is
what you got planned?
Right now it's just the features. That's my main thing, is trying to get Lazy to do these features with these artists, and then start like, you know, branching out to people from different states and different areas. Like, so I got the Peso collab with Lazy. I got that. I went out there. I was in Texas, so you know, I made that happen.
So you like Lazy's manager?
I'm not his manager, but I'm on his team. I do a lot for him, and we do a lot for each other. You know,
no, that's cool, right? Because you know, you got to have somebody on your team that's looking out for you.
Definitely,
you know what I mean. And if you know, if you guys are looking out for each other, man, that's a bonus. You know what I mean? Instead of hiring some Poindexter that, you know, nobody knows.
You're in position to do exactly what you think you what you want to do. You in position to do it well.
For sure trying to network more and get. My main thing is trying to get him more collabs with some some heavyweight artists.
And he mentioned he wasn't really
numbers.
with that. Like what he's always been thinking, but now he's like, all right, I'm open to it.
Yeah, I've been telling him every day. I was like, hey, it's that time. Like, let's just do it. Just do some stuff that we don't normally do. Everyone's talking about.
Yeah,
Give him another reason for us to talk about it.
Keep your money for your pocket.
Yeah, so, what's your view on the whole Northern Cali rap scene right now?
I think it's going crazy, and I think we're next.
Yeah,
it's going crazy.
Who do you fuck with out here? Like, who do you see blowing up next out here besides Lazy Boy? Because I mean,
shit, GB, Rico, Acito. Who else am I know I'm forgetting a lot of people, but yeah, for sure. Yeah, and if I forgot your name, my bad. But I know there's probably a couple other people.
Yeah, but I mean, I see that shit too with the same, with the same individuals and shit. Like, and I see Fats going up too. He got an album with GB that's fucking crazy.
Oh yeah, he for sure going up.
I shouldn't be speaking on it, but I'm just saying that.
But
shit
I see people like
crazy. You talking about GB and Lazy and him?
GB doing
the last one. I engineered that song. That shit slap. So he's
I don't want to talk too much
up.
on it. I'm just saying like that the whole album goes crazy. I mean that shit. Yeah, sure. I mean that. I think that's going to be one of the ones, what I mean, that goes to the next level.
Yeah, when me and Lazy both heard that shit, we looked at each other like, oh yeah, this is one of them ones.
Yeah. Boy, the production on there was dope. So you did your thing, man.
We actually went because I remember we played it and then like I didn't have my studio stuff and he was like, oh, should we do it now or another day? I was like, bro, fuck that, let's do it right now.
Vidal Garcia made the beat. He engineered the Lazy.
Oh, okay, yeah. Vidal made the beat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that beat goes.
So he was sent to us, but when we got it
okay.
sent to us, we went and smashed over, got the studio stuff.
Shout out to Vidal, man. We gotta
work.
get him on here too. That motherfucker is a musical genius right there.
Him and CJ, boy.
I want to lock in with him.
I think everybody should try to lock in with him.
One of the best studio sessions I ever had in my life is with them fools.
Yeah, if you're really serious about the music game, man, lock in with Vidal. That's one of the dudes you got to lock in with to get some real serious music out, and not just fucking 3/16s and 2/8s or 3/8s or whatever. 2/16s and 2/8s.
You ain't letting no music leave without it being the best it could be.
Yeah. I'm not. I'd rather not make a song.
And you feel it from jump.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
I definitely want to start collabing with more producers too. So I haven't really done that a lot. Feel me?
Yeah. You should, dude. I mean, that's one thing that you should do is
Triple M for sure. I want to do some shit with Triple M. I like him.
We fuck with him.
Triple M on the beat.
I can think of Triple M. Really, that's and then my publisher Max Perry makes beats. So I was talking to him. I'm gonna work with him. He's produced for Post Malone, 03 Greedo, hella people.
Oh, dope. Hell yeah.
So that's hopefully next is starting to work with other producers and get in touch with like their artists as well because now they're gonna be on my beats.
Look at all the doors that open, man. When you do something like music, whatever, and you love it, you put your all in it. You go here, go there, wherever you go with it. All the doors that open for motherfucker.
Oh yeah, this shit took me everywhere. So it got me to New York. I did a trip to New York, Miami, Houston. Bunch of places I probably would have never been if I didn't make music.
Right.
It's art and freedom of speech.
Yeah.
So what's one thing you want the world to know about Fangaz?
Yeah.
Like what's one thing like if you can get it out there you want people to know?
Shit, I'm not even mad like that. I just I don't intentionally look like I'm pissed off. I'm actually a cool ass motherfucker.
But love at a fighter. Well, I fight.
I just be lost in my thoughts sometimes.
Yeah. So you're approachable then.
Yeah, for sure.
So if somebody wants to get production from you, like you solicit production?
Not really. I don't really want too many people rapping on my beats, so that might be a little harder. Yeah.
So do you choose the people that you fuck with instead of people hitting you up?
Definitely, and then occasionally, if you catch me when I need some money, I might fuck with you. But if not, you gotta cash me out, and I need 500 for a beat, or else I don't really care. I'll just give it to Lazy Boy, and I'll make over 500 in a couple months. So.
Right. Yeah, no, that's good. I was gonna say, man, shout out your IG, man, and get people on the beat.
Oh yeah. Follow me on IG, Fangaz, Fangaz, and if you want to be right now, I'll hook you up. You just might have to cash out a little.
I mean, you gotta cash out if you want something, man. Ain't shit for free. You know what I mean?
For sure.
So get at Fangaz, get your issue. Right. So, is there anything else you want to talk about before we end this up, man?
Nah, that's pretty much it.
Man. All right, cool, man. I appreciate you coming on, man, telling
your
your story, And I mean, shit, I'm still hurting on that nut shit, man. I
He a
can't
brave
stop
dude,
thinking about it, man.
Brave to get him checked
Honestly,
out.
I was kind of nervous when we first started because I ain't never like did an
You
interview. I
podcast?
see like hella cameras and shit.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah,
just,
once we started talking, no, I was like, we're just chilling. you
yeah,
know?
nah.
That's why I say, like, getting to know
Getting to know
motherfuckers
each other.
important. Adam, like, come out of this joint or whatever, like, yo,
Yeah,
here, like,
hey,
yo.
I can see why he was nervous because like that probably would have threw me off too.
I
Like,
did that
fuck,
shit
never
with
did an
Wax when I
interview.
met Wax, and 20 minutes later, I'm like, we cool.
Yeah.
We should have had that 20 minutes beforehand, but both of you be late.
Shout out
sometimes.
Wax. I got a whole EP I've been holding on to. It's
Shout
like
out
10
Wax.
songs with him.
Right,
I
shout
gotta
out
drop
Tom.
that. I'm probably drop that some end of the year or
Yeah, you
something.
better drop that.
Yeah.
Oh, you holding on to?
I'm sitting to a lot of stuff. I got MB Neal versus tucked. I got all types of shit. Like I'm sitting on in my computer. I probably got like 300 songs that never dropped.
Yeah.
Damn,
Yeah. For
bro,
sure.
that's money in the bank right there.
You sit
So
there.
yeah,
Come on.
start making some shit up, man.
Yeah.
Throw the
definitely.
passes.
Hell
The
yeah.
hell about the stone.
And
I gotta
if
start
you
dropping.
want to just send them to me so I can hear them, shit, I like hearing new shit. Just,
I got you.
know what I mean?
I'll send you. I'll send you hella shit. You can tell me whatever one. If you feeling a certain one, then maybe that might be the one that we might drop next or do a
Oh
video
yeah,
to.
man, shit. I just like hearing new music, man. Especially, it's always the ones that are tucked away that no one's heard. That's like,
Yeah,
damn,
dope.
why didn't you drop that?
Yeah,
Like, you know what I mean? Because you go through hella people's shit and you hear shit and they don't like it. I'm like, you don't like this shit?
Right.
This shit dope.
Yeah.
You better put it out. Nah, man.
We think our best critic would be our worst critic, too.
Yeah, I just dropped one with Crip Mac, Nephew, and Little Nate the Goer and Wax. I was holding on to for hell long, but that shit's been in my computer for like a year.
Wow.
Oh damn.
I was just bored one day. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna drop a song.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's dope. Well, yeah, man.
Yeah,
Hey,
keep
we
it up.
appreciate you
Right on.
coming on,
Appreciate you
man.
too.
Hey, Fangaz, man.
boy.
Hey,
Yeah, sir, for sure.
one of the dopest producers in Northern California,
Real,
man.
real.
Shit.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, shout out Lazy Lokes too. I've worked with him too. Worked on some beats with him actually.
Yeah.
He's
Lazy
dope.
Lokes is dope.
Yeah.
He dope.
Lazy
Like,
He's hard.
Like, yeah,
Lazy Lokes.
Yeah.
We've had him out here. Lazy Lokes is dope.
Yeah.
I actually got personal.
he was actually
know
what,
with him.
the
Shout
third
out
person we
Lil
had
Bro.
on
Third
No
person?
Paperwork.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that fool's hard at the beats and with the lyrics and the rapping, the melodies.
He
all
got
that.
hooks and everything.
I tell him every time I see him, like,
He's
I'm like,
almost
I'm a
too
fan.
exclusive.
Like, I fuck
Yeah,
with his
because he
shit,
got
yeah.
fans.
Yeah.
Like, he know you do too, but like, he almost too exclusive. Like, do more for you.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Run it.
But yeah, man. Anyway, that's that. You know, that's it. We'll wrap it up, man.
Yeah, appreciate you, man.
Man, we'll go get something to eat because I'm hungry.
go eat.
Get it. Hey, and then one more shout out my boy Rich City, man. He locked up right now. Free that man, you know.
Yeah, shout out everybody you want, man. It's good.
Real, for the
You
dopest
know what I mean?
podcast cooking. No paperwork.
Shout out No Paperwork.
Yeah, and we out this bitch.
Appreciate you.
Peace.